was reading a bit more about kind of the evolution of the company, and it seems like, correct me if I'm wrong, but you went from basically 2 million to 50 million annually in 10 years. And I can't imagine that was very smooth. So like, walk me through kind of the 2 to 3 kind of biggest inflection points for the business, things that you changed. Like that just seems like a stratospheric rise in not too long a time.
Yeah, before COVID, we were maybe a $5 to $10 million a year business. So 2019, we made 7.7 million in revenue. 2020, we doubled, and then in 2021, we almost doubled again. So we went from 7 million to 25 million in like 2 years. And
Dang.
we entirely rode like the COVID investing wave, and really capitalized on that, because when you search for GameStop short interest, GameStop short squeeze, like we were right there. Same for AMC, same for silver, all of the stocks people were talking about, we were perfectly positioned. And I mean, honestly, we kind of got lucky because we just right place, right time, right? And 22, like the COVID money started slowing down, people went back to work, not a great year. But then we've turned it around in 23, 24, 25, like we'll probably hit somewhere between 47 and 50 million this year, depending on how the last 2 months of the year shake out. Last month was probably our best month ever. I think we did 5.2 million in advertising sales. So if we do that again this month, we might hit 50 this year, which would be awesome. Yeah. Last year was like 41. I think the inflection points, like there were probably 3 huge inflection points in the business. One was like 10 years ago, we kind of pioneered the idea of automated financial content, of like company announces their earnings, we can kind of take that data, put it into a template, publish an article about it, get it to pick up in Google Finance, Yahoo Finance, MSN Money. People would come to our website, there'd be a pop-up ad on the article, they'd sign up for an email list. Like our CPA on those email signups was basically 0. So like that was awesome. And then in more recent years, we've had a big shift from organic to paid, of like these days, like 80% of our revenue comes from kind of our paid advertising spend. It's with much less based off organic these days. And that might not be the exact right percentage, but the majority of like the advertising revenue we generate is because we spend $1.2 million on ads a month right now to generate 5 million.
That is absolutely insane. I mean, I heard, or I saw you talking about this, that you're spending 7 figures a month on paid traffic. I've also like heard that you have a lot of kind of customized software tooling that you've built to do analyses on cohort analyses, ensuring like, that they're able to return, you get a return on those. Like that game feels, I think, very foreign to a lot of creators in media, just influencers in general and things like that. To what do you attribute the conviction to spend that much money? Is it basically just like very simple math here? Like I'm spending this much and I'm seeing, 5x ROAS or something on it? Or did you have a fear of shifting everything, it being largely organic to largely paid, that the quality would degrade?
Well, I mean, it happened over a period of a few years, right? So it's not something we did overnight. So when we onboard a new channel, what we do is we say, okay, I'm going to spend 20 to 50,000 to test a channel just to like know if it's going to work or not. So we'll run something probably $10,000 a month for a few months and kind of watch what happens. Like, okay, we paid $10,000. How many signups did we get? 5,000. We paid $2 a lead. Then, from those people, how much money did we make back? Like, how many of them signed up for MarketBeat All Access? How many of them bought something from an advertiser with a conversion post back? What's the open rate? What's the click-through rate? And then it's pretty easy to tell, like, when you have the data, like which channels are good and which are not good.
What's your payback period that you're targeting?
Historically, like, we'd be happy with like a co-ed channel if we broke even at 90 days. In more recent years, that timeline has shortened up because the market's been hot. These days we're probably breaking even by day 45 or 50. Some channels for break even in that 30 days, like our AdWords last month, like we've basically already broken even on, which is great.
Say more about, I just want to go back to SMS for a second here. Like how do you view, you were replying to someone on Twitter and you mentioned that like SMS is the new email. So like how do you view email versus SMS in terms of your overall strategy?
So last month, SMS was about a third of our revenue. It's kind of been that most of the year.
A third?
Yep, a third. Yeah. So I had
that's crazy.
I have a $300,000 to $400,000 Twilio bill a month, but then that makes 1.5 to 1.7 million. So like send out a ton of texts. Our SMS list 400,000 and change. There's no deliverability problems with SMS. Like you have a short code and you send a text to somebody, chances are it's going to go through and they're going to see it. So